Hello friends, welcome back to Dinas Academy. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about the difference between a transitive and an intransitive verb. Are you finding it difficult to comprehend the difference between these two verbs? Then this video is for you. Before understanding what's the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs, let's recall what is a verb. There is a dedicated video on this channel about verb and its types. Please do watch it before watching this video to get the clear understanding of the verb, and I will leave the link in the description box below. Okay, transitive and intransitive verbs are the two main types of verbs. So let's understand the difference and the usage in detail. The first one, transitive verb. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is a main verb that has an object, a person or a thing. The object receives the action and comes right after it. Without its object, it looks incomplete. Let's understand this with the examples. I love my friends. Here in the given example, love is a main verb and the object of the love is my friends. Let's see the next one. I'll burn the papers in some time. In the given example, burn is a main verb and the papers are the object of the main verb burn. And let's see one more example. He studied botany for 3 years. And in the given example, studied is the main verb and the object is botany. When we look at these examples closely, the verbs love, burn, studied are the main verbs and they are transitive verbs because they are followed by the object like my friends, the papers, and botany. Hence, these main verbs are termed as a transitive verbs because they have an object to receive the action. Now, let's see the same examples without having an object. I love, I will burn in some time. He studied for 3 years. Do this sentence look complete to you now? Do they not leave you with the question, what? Yes, we do need an object to complete the action. So, guys, transitive verb is a main verb that has a direct object. It acts upon someone or something directly. The object of the transitive verb comes right after it. Now, naturally, a question arises in our mind, how to find a transitive verb? It's quite simple, my friends. Just ask what or whom to the verb to find out the object of the verb. The answer that you get to the question what is always an object, that is for non-living thing. And the answer to the question which you get for whom is always for living thing. So let's understand this with the examples. The first example, she is cooking pasta for dinner. Here, cooking what? Pasta. Asking what to the verb gets us the object of the verb cook and tells us that it is a transitive verb. Let's see the next example. I did not invite Ramya to the wedding. Here, asking whom to the verb gets us its object, Ramya. Whom did I not invite to the wedding? It is Ramya, that is the object of the verb. Alright, let's move on to the next characteristic of transitive verb. Some transitive verbs have two objects, that is, direct object and indirect object. Direct object is the recipient of the verb, while indirect object is a noun or a pronoun that is affected by the action. An important note, guys, keep in mind that an indirect object cannot exist without a direct object and they can answer both what and whom. Let's understand this with the examples. The first one, she gifted me a phone on my last birthday. Here, gifted what? A phone. Hence, phone is a direct object and gifted whom? Me. Hence, me is the indirect object. Let's see one more example. Could you pass Rohan this book? Pass what? This book. So, this book is a direct object and pass whom? Rohan. And therefore, Rohan is the indirect object of the sentence. Okay, let's understand the another feature of transitive verb. What can be the object of transitive verb? The object of a transitive verb can be noun, pronoun, gerund, and infinitive. Let's understand this with the examples. I love Ashok I love it. I love teaching English. She likes to dance sometimes. And these four examples are the examples of noun, pronoun, gerund, and infinitive, respectively. And now we shall move on to the next verb, that is intransitive verb. An intransitive verb is an action verb that does not require an object. Let's understand this with the examples. The first one, I was sleeping when you called. Here, sleep is an intransitive verb because it can't take an object. You cannot sleep something or somebody. So let's move to the next example. Why did you smile at that guy? Smile is an intransitive verb because you don't smile something or somebody. You can do that at somebody or something. The next example, we laughed so hard during the match. Here, you can't laugh something or somebody. Laugh is an intransitive verb. It can't be acted to a person or thing. Therefore, an intransitive verb, unlike a transitive verb, can't have an object. These verbs can't act upon something or someone. So, friends, the important point to remember here is most intransitive verbs can't take an object, but there are verbs that can be both transitive and intransitive verbs. So, let's understand this with the example. The first example is with the verb run. Here, the verb run is used both as transitive and intransitive verb. Let's see the first example of transitive verb. He is running this business well. Here, running is a transitive verb because it has an object, whereas same verb running can be used in intransitive verb like he was running fast in the park. In this sentence, running is a intransitive verb as it does not have any object. Let's see one more example with the verb close. First one, they closed the shop early. Here, closed is a transitive verb because it has an object, and it can be used similarly with intransitive verb like the shop closes at 9 p.m. Here, closes is an intransitive verb because it does not have any object. Hope this concept is clear, my friends. Let's see what is the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. The two major difference between transitive and intransitive verbs is passive voice. Transitive verb. A sentence with a transitive verb can be turned into a passive voice, whereas a sentence with an intransitive verb cannot be turned into passive voice. And the second difference is transitive verb. They can be followed by both direct and indirect object, whereas intransitive verbs can be followed by a complement. That's all in this video, guys, and we'll be right back soon with another interesting topic. And if you really like the content and the effort that you are putting into this channel, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Happy learning!